Good morning, everyone, from my bathroom. Tobiah and I just got home from New Mexico last night. We went to go visit my family for the holidays and we were there for 2 weeks. And so today is like the first day that we're home, and I kind of want to do today like a reset day for 2023. Just kind of plan some things out, get the house organized. I did clean the house like from top to bottom before we left to Albuquerque, so I'm really thankful I did that because like the house is clean. But we did bring a lot of stuff with us from Albuquerque, so all that has to get organized and find a home. So for those of you who don't know, my husband and I moved from New Mexico to Nebraska this year, but we still have a lot of our belongings at my parents' storage room, so we've been slowly bringing some stuff back. And so this trip we brought more things with us, so the living room's kind of like a mess. So I need to do that. But one of my New Year's resolution is to every morning get ready. And I feel like I already it's so funny. It's so hard to break habits because like I showered and the first thing that I grabbed for myself was like these sweatpants, like instead of like a normal shirt. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change out of them because I feel like since I am gonna be home cleaning, it's kind of okay. But I would like to kind of wear normal clothes in case my husband and I need to go out. I don't have to worry about changing or anything. I want to make myself look kind of decent, you know? So yeah, there's that. And I have a coffee right here, which I haven't even taken a sip of, and I should. But I'm kind of scared to try it because I don't know why, but I feel like I kind of forgot how to make good coffee. It's alright. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of disgusting, but I will still try to make myself drink it. I'm just gonna let my hair up because I don't know if I'm the only girl in the world that's like this, which I don't think I would be, but I hate having my hair down. Like, I don't know what it is, but every time I have my hair down, I feel like claustrophobic. So I wanted to leave it down so I look a little nicer today, but I think it's just gonna be up. So all right, let's get out of here. Is it weird that I'm drinking coffee in the bathroom? All right, yeah, let's get out. My dogs are outside because they like just really missed being at home in their backyard. And let me show you guys. I have had this desk for a very long time. I was supposed to flip it, but we could never find the paint that I wanted for it, and so it just kind of stayed there. It's already prepped, and we did get some paint from Albuquerque, and then that's just kind of like a little mess that happened out of nowhere, so I have to fix that. But the rest of my house is pretty clean. Well, there is like random stuff. Oh my gosh, there's random stuff from us just putting things in the drawers for the thing. But anyway, I left my towel. Oh my gosh. Okay, my house is not as great as I thought. So there's a little bit of mess, and honestly, when we came here last night, this house was pristine clean, and then we just like, I don't oh, okay. But look at this. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is all stuff we brought from Albuquerque, and I am amazed that all of this fit in our tiny little car when we also had our dogs, and our 3 dogs, and obviously us. But this is all stuff we brought from yesterday. We got here at midnight, and so we just kind of were not trying to be perfect about where we put stuff because we did just drive for 14 hours straight. The house, like, I wish I would have recorded it, but last night when I got home, I was like, oh my gosh, I am so thankful that I cleaned before I got here because the house is so clean, and it's so nice to come to a clean house and then we move all of our stuff in and live in the house for a little bit. In the morning it looks like a disaster. So definitely there's a lot of stuff to reset, but it's not just like the house that I want to like clean and organize. I also kind of just want to organize like my thoughts because I feel like I have a lot of ideas and like goals for 2023. I know like if I don't organize them and write it down and make like a plan for all my goals and stuff, I'm just not going to meet them, or I'm going to forget about it, or I'm going to be super confused, and I don't know. So I think I have to like at some point today just kind of sit down and make a plan. I need to just get our lives in order because, yeah. Smart vacuum, like it's always full of my hair, which is gross and embarrassing. And I also just don't understand how I have a lot of hair always on the ground when like my hair is literally always up. Like how, what? It's so gross. Real quick, the only thing I need to do in the kitchen is the floors. I did sweep, but I'm gonna have the vacuum run as soon as I'm done with that stuff. And I also want to mop the floors. So Tobiah used this as a green screen because he was trying to take quality pictures of something he was selling, so that's why that is there. And then the kitchen, everything's wiped and clean. Like I said, I had cleaned before we left, so there wasn't much work to do. It only took me like 15 minutes. I wiped all the counters. I even washed dishes, which is kind of not common for me to do. I always literally leave dishes to the very last because I avoid it. But look at all this, guys. Like, we got this for Christmas. We played some like Christmas games, and some of the prices were candy or like Cheetos and things like that. And I haven't done anything here. The only thing I have done here is grab all this stuff and put it in here. And we also had like some canned food that we still had at my parents' house that weren't expired or anything like that, so I went ahead and I put it in our pantry. But other than that, this is still the same. I did also find this. It was a gift from my little cousin. It's a potpourri. So I think I'm gonna get this going just to get the house smelling good and get some moisture in the air while I clean this. It's so cute. Like, I really don't want to open it because I think it looks so cute in the bag. Like, that looks so aesthetic. So cute. I figured that the most efficient way for me to tackle this mess was to start by making a bunch of piles and categorize everything. And then once everything was in piles, then I can take it to where they need it to be. Okay, not cute. Oh yay, finally. So a little update, I cleared this whole area up finally. My house kind of looks back to how it looked yesterday when we got here, and there's a few things. So like, my house is not like super clean right now, which I actually really don't mind because first stop. My goal for today really wasn't to make the house like pristine clean, but just like clean enough where we can actually walk around without tripping on something and that it looks decent, you know? Mainly what I wanted to reset and like focus on today is a schedule for Tobiah and I for next week because, drumroll, I applied for a job. So I haven't had a job since 2020. I was a teacher, and then the pandemic hit and I decided to quit. Teaching was already kind of like super difficult for me, and then like the pandemic happened and it was just like confirmation that that's not what I was supposed to be doing. That's not what the Lord had for me.
And then I got married, and so I didn't work for a while, so I can help like my husband get our house kind of ready where we were at. And then we filmed a movie, and we came over here, and then we bought a house. So life has been kind of hectic. But now that we're kind of a little bit stable, I guess you would say, I felt the need of getting a job. And honestly, I am a little bit excited about it because we don't really know much people here in Nebraska. In fact, the only people we know here are Tobias' parents and his brother, who live 2 hours away from us. And then we did make a couple of friends here. They're literally a couple, a guy and a girl. But other than that, we don't really know anyone except like our neighbor, who's super friendly and sometimes comes and says hi to us. But other than that, we don't know anybody. So I think me getting a job will be kind of helpful to me because I am an extrovert. So I kind of need that, you know? But I am a little scared, which is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I don't want like a super difficult job. I kind of just want like a relaxed job so that I'm not, when I come home, I'm not so mentally and physically exhausted to the point where I'm not reaching like my personal goals, or I don't make time to reach my personal goals. So I kind of wanted just like a super chill job, and I applied to Dollar Tree, which is literally like less than 3 minutes away from my house. And I don't know why I'm so nervous about there. Like, I was a teacher. Like, I feel like a teacher is a much more difficult, I mean, it is a way much more difficult job, but for some reason I'm like intimidated. So I am stepping out of my comfort zone because I'll be working in customer service. I just have no idea what it's like. So I hope I get the job. If I don't, I probably will apply for like Family Dollar or try to find a store here in the small town that I live in. Yeah, like I just want something local. I want something super chill. But anyway, my goal for today is kind of to like sit down and write down like a plan, because I have goals for this year. Like, I really, really do. And I really, really want this to be the year where I actually meet those goals. And I've been learning so much. Like, all of last year, I spent so much time watching YouTube videos about like intentional living and how to reach your goals and this and that. And I feel like this is a year where I'm going to apply everything I've learned. And so what I want to do is reset, because I have watched, let me show you guys. I have these little like things that I keep. For example, this is like my meal planning. I like to meal plan at the end of every week for the next coming week. And then I have like, I think they're over here, a chores planner. And I kind of had started working on a new one, but this is before I knew I was gonna apply for a job. So I think that I need to reset, and I need to kind of like have like a vision, maybe make like a vision board of what I want this year to look like with me having a job, because things are gonna change, you know? So I still want to reach my goals. I still want to make YouTube videos, and I also started making TikTok videos. I still want to do that, but I also have like personal things that I want to work on. Like, I want to start learning how to eat healthier. I want to start working out, and yeah. I kind of made like this umbrella word for the year, and that is confidence. Like, this year I want to do things that help me gain confidence. I don't know if I'm thinking about this right. This is why I have to sit down and clear my mind out, because I feel like if I say like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym for an hour every day, I already know that I'm not gonna accomplish that, because I in the past have tried that and it just did not work out for me. But if in my head I'm planning like every day I have to do something that will move my body and that will help me reach my goal of being more confident, then that's what I will do. I really need to work my confidence, especially if I'm putting myself out there on the internet, because from what I've witnessed from reading comments in other people's profile, I know that people can be so brutal in the comment section. So I need to build my confidence so that if that were to happen, I don't let that like totally screw me over mentally, because I'm kind of a baby. But anyway, now I'm gonna try to figure out what goals I can make that will be attainable and reachable and that will be realistic. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write that down. I'm done writing on my planner, and what I did here is not like everything I wanted to do today, but I bought this, like, actually Tobias bought this for me back when we were dating. So it's been a long time and I still haven't finished it, but it's called a panda planner. I think we just got it on Amazon, and what I love about it, it's that it's not one of those planners that already come with dates and stuff like that. It's empty, and then you just kind of fill it out with your own stuff. So I kind of went and got a head start for next week. So this is just like a monthly thing. I still need to write the dates, but see, I wrote that it's January of 2023. My focus this month is confidence, and my goal is to make choices that will make me feel confident. I put making healthy decisions, but I meant to say like decisions that, yeah. This month's goals I wrote is to move my body regularly. So I didn't put specifically to exercise, but to move my body, because that can look like whatever I want it for that day. So I can just do like a dance video, I can do yoga, I can take the dogs out for a run, like whatever I just want that day to look like, that's what it will be. Another goal for this month is to finish reading one book. So I love reading, but for some reason I put it off. I still have to like choose that. I haven't decided what book to read. Maybe that's where I should start. And then number 3, finish at least one page on the scrapbook. That's my goal for this month. So I used to love scrapbooking. Like back when I was in high school, I would scrapbook all the time. I just loved it. And so I have a collection, like a huge collection of stickers and things that are like very artsy and like for scrapbooks, and they have been in the storage room for years, but I brought them with us and from Albuquerque, and I hope that I really start scrapbooking. So, but to give myself a realistic goal, I want to say that by the end of this month I would have to have at least worked on one page of that scrapbook. And the scrapbook that, let me show you this real quick. My husband made this scrapbook and he filled it up with just really cute things. Like this is a picture of the day where I gave him my number and someone took a picture of it, so that's him getting my number. This is the first day I ever hung out with them outside of church, so he took a picture and I wasn't paying attention. I'm right there. I didn't notice he had taken a picture. And then this was the first time, so his friends knew that he liked me, and I knew that he liked me, but this was the first day that I accepted his invitation to go to his house. And it wasn't just him and I, it was like our whole like friends from church. And I went to his house and we watched Toy Story, and his friends were taking pictures of him because they were teasing him. It's so cute. But anyway, so it has like a bunch of little things like that. But what's special about this, oh, it's so cute. I love looking at these things. They're so cute. What is special about this scrapbook is that Tobiah used it to propose to me. So Tobiah just gave this book to me, like it was supposed to be just like a random gift, and it was so cute. And I was looking through every page, and at the end there was like this letter that he had written. It says, "Now please give your attention to the very nervous man holding your hand right now, and he has something very important to ask you." And I was like, oh my gosh, I know what this is. So then I turned around and he was on his knees holding a ring, and he asked me to marry him. So what I want to do is like I want to add to the scrapbook what happened next. Like I want to add pictures of our proposal, I want to add pictures of like obviously of our wedding, and then of our honeymoon, and like just of our life. So I want this to be like a Tobiah and I memories, and it's just so cute. So those are my 3 goals for this month. And then it has like a little section to write down like distractions to avoid. Hang on. Hey, baby.
Hi. You're recording?
Yeah. At the end of the month, there's like this review section, and you can write this month's wins and then insights gained. So I thought that was really cool. So obviously that's not filled out right now because it's not the end of the month, but I am looking forward to filling it out. Okay, and then there's this other section where you write stuff like a plan for the week. You first review last week, and I filled this out for Monday because I kind of like Fridays are the days that I have like the most energy. So I kind of filled it out so that way on Monday when I open this up. I just like read it, and it's more of a reminder. Here, let me just show you an empty. Okay, so in this section right here, that's what I just shared. In this section right here, it says things I will do to make this week great. And then you write like personal things you'll do, work things that you'll do, things that you will do with family and friends. I added husband to this section. And then this one says relationship, which usually that's where I would write about my husband. But I added relationship with God because as a Christian, that is important to me. And I want to make sure that I'm adding that to my week. And then things I'm looking forward to, you write 3 things that you're looking forward to for that week. Habits that you're focusing on that week. There's 2 of them. And then there's a box for something new that you want to learn that week. And then a passion project. And then this is where you get a little bit more specific. So you write the projects that you're focusing on that week. And then there's enough space for you to write. Then you write the top goals of that week. And then there's a 3rd section, and that is daily ones. So I probably won't do this every day because some days are harder than others, but I will try to do it as often as possible. And so for this section, there's like a morning review. And then in that section, you write 3 things that you're grateful for and 3 things that you're excited about. And then there's like an affirmation sections, and then what you're focusing on that day and what you will like your exercise. If you're going to exercise, what's your exercise plan? And then on this section, it says today's priorities. And then over here, there's like a schedule area. So there's like 6, so that can be 6 a.m., 7 a.m., or whatever. You create yourself a schedule. And then there's like a to-do list with the little check boxes. Some notes that you can take if you need that. And then at the end of the day, you kind of just review your day and you just write the wins of the day and how you will improve the next day. So this is really cute. I just love this planner. I think it's good. Usually I'm not really good with like writing down things on planners and stuff like that. I know some people are. So I'm not going to like stress that on myself very well, but I will try to at least do the weekly. You know what I mean? The daily one, if I feel like it, I'll do it. If I feel like I just don't have the energy or whatever, I won't do that. But anyway, I will be using this. If you like things like that and that stuff kind of works for you, I recommend this. It's called the Panda Planner, and I did buy it on Amazon. I feel like I can't do too much planning because everything's up in the air. And it all depends on whether I get the job or not, and when I get the job. So I feel like right now it's kind of really hard to be specific with my planning, but I am giving myself a general idea. So for example, I'm trying to set a morning routine. My morning routine will look like that no matter what, whether I have a job or not. What will be different is at what time I get started on my morning routine. And I have a hard time focusing because Tobias right there. But babe, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Me too. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go and make dinner because I feel like I can't think because I'm so hungry. You are such a turtle. There's this, there's sriracha. What else do I have? Oh, babe, remember my chocolate? I can't believe, okay, I bought this before we left to our trip to Albuquerque and I saved it. I stopped the urge from eating it like all the other days, so that I can eat it on our road trip over there. And then I fucking forgot it. So, I'm glad I have it now. Want to do cheers?
Yeah.
We have these little chocolates that we got for Christmas. Well, not Tobias got for Christmas. And they have vodka in it. I love that it's dark chocolate though. Yesterday we were supposed to like sit down and like write down more of our goals or like kind of like a plan for our routine and things like that, but we ended up watching a movie that was a little bit long and then we just kind of hung out, which I'm kind of glad it happened that way because now we are gonna go to a Starbucks and do some work there, and I like that better because I feel like I can focus on at a coffee place more than I could at home for things like that. to Starbucks, and we actually also stopped at a Goodwill because one of my goals for this year is to be able to read one book a month. And so I went to a Goodwill to go find a book that I really liked, and so there's that. And I am finishing up the rest of my reset for this year, and that is to plan out my days. I applied for a job and I don't know if I'll be getting that soon or if I'll be getting it at all. So everything is kind of up in the air, but I made myself kind of like a general schedule, and in a future video for YouTube, maybe next week or the other one, I have planned on how you can do that, like how to make yourself a schedule when your schedule is kind of all over the place. But for now, I want to share just my planner. So what I did is write down a morning routine and an evening routine, assuming that I will have a job. So my morning routine is like not super in detail. Again, I will make another video where I kind of talk more about how I did that, and also my evening routine, but I did kind of schedule in my goals because I do have goals this year. One is to make sure that I'm constantly uploading YouTube videos once a week. I also have my goals of like doing things that make me feel more confident, whether that is reading or just doing things that are creative and I really enjoy, exercising, things like that. So I kind of made little routines, scheduling those in the routine to make sure that I reach my goals even when I would be having a job. That's one thing that I usually don't do, and it's something that I'm trying different. Usually I'm just like kind of like the person that goes with the flow and like figures it out as I go, but this time I'm like, okay, that never works for me, and it would literally be insane for me to try to do that again this year and expect different results. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I am not an insane person this year. And so I'm going to try something different, and so that's why I actually sat down and made a plan, which is very unusual for me. It can be overwhelming to make a plan if you are like me and don't really like to plan. At first it's overwhelming, but I did watch a lot of YouTube videos that kind of helped me figure out how to make a plan, so I had some idea of what I was going to do, which made it not so overwhelming. But anyway, yeah, I have like a map of what this month will look like, and a lot of people like to do yearly plans and things like that, but for me, I'm just like, I don't know what kind of person I'm going to be in the summer. Like, I don't know if the things that I desire right now are not the same things that I'm going to be desiring in the summer, because I change a lot and I grow a lot, so I'm not planning for that ahead of in my future because I just don't know what it will hold or what it will look like. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and that's kind of what I've been doing to reset this year. So one, clear out my area and make sure that my home is organized and decluttered, and then sitting down and writing everything that I want to accomplish, trying to find new routines, new habits, new year, new me. But that is all I have for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it wasn't a little too boring. It's really hard for me to make vlogs, especially this kind of vlogs, because I'm not used to it and I've never done it before. So I will learn as I go and hopefully learn from my mistakes. But thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you found some inspiration. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys for next video. Bye.